So, have you ever experienced a rejection that literally felt like someone punched you in the stomach? It was like, ow, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody else says about this. The truth is, rejection is hard. It hurts when you are disappointed. It hurts when you feel the excitement of being pregnant and then you have a miscarriage. It hurts when you go on one interview, two interviews, three interviews, and then they say, we decided to go in another direction. Now, there are some people who are just built like that where they're not attached to their goals. But for the rest of us, it's hard. And most people look at those who have excelled, those who are maybe in a position where they desire to be, and they're like, wow, they got it made. Let me tell you something. There is always something going on in the background that you never heard about, you never saw. So everybody who is at the top, unless they've got, rich parents who handed them some money, like they had to put in some effort and some work to get there. And so they've had some tough times. They've experienced rejection. They've cried. They've been stressed. They've been worried. They've wondered if it was gonna ever work. And so I don't want you to look at those who are winning like they are special people. No, they just have grit. No, they just refuse to give up when they run into a rough patch, right? When they try and try and try, and then it's like, why is this not working? But instead of giving up, they go harder. And so one of the things I want you to understand about me is, like, I don't just teach this. I don't just teach personal growth and well-being and self-leadership. No, I live this. Like literally in 1 week, I received 2 rejections that were like, because it was like the conversation looked like I was the choice. The conversation looked like that. And then it was followed with an email of, we're not moving forward, or we're going in a different direction. So I need you to understand that even those of us who win on a consistent basis, we still run into challenges. We still get no's, but the no's don't stop us. The no's, they don't diminish our confidence. And so for some of you, what happens is when you experience a rejection, you take it personally and you start to connect that rejection to your value. You start to connect that rejection to your well-being. You get worried. You get anxious. You may sink into a state of depression. You may start saying to yourself, like, I'm not good enough. Why did I even go for this? No, I need you to snap out of that. I need you to understand that it is easy for you to get emotional. It's easy for you to start to feel like a failure. But what I want you to understand is that you can take a rejection, a disappointment, an unexpected challenge, and let that thing propel you into your next level. Oh my goodness. And so I'm just going to share with you some things that I do, because there was a time when I experienced a rejection, like that thing would take me out. I could be in the bed all day, and it could be days where I'm just like processing it. I'm ruminating, which means you keep replaying the mistake over and over. You keep playing the negative belief, the negative experience over and over in your head, instead of finding a solution, right? So one of the things I teach is that there is a difference between reflecting and ruminating. And so if you're reflecting, you're saying, okay, how can I utilize this to get better? If you're ruminating, you're thinking, what is wrong with me? And so what do? The first thing I always do is I let myself feel it. Like, I'm not gonna fool myself. Some people are like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. Like, that's not me. It matters. My work matters. My mission matters. And so I let myself feel it, but I also don't allow myself to stay there. I take control of me. I lead me. So I might need to take a walk. I might need to take a nap. I might need to watch a motivational video. I might need to put on my favorite song, but I gotta do something that will allow me to release that negativity, right? I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna say, yep, this hurts. Like, can you be honest with yourself? Like, be on, like, yeah, that hurt. I wanted that job. I wanted that contract. I wanted to go on that trip. Be honest with yourself. And then what I do next is I remind myself that rejection does not diminish me. It develops me. And so I'm going to put that on you right now. Rejection does not diminish you. It develops you. First and foremost, you need to understand that if there's something that you want and you don't get it, all that means is that there is something bigger and better waiting on you. That means you were aiming too low. And while it might have been something huge for you, while it might have felt like a huge opportunity for you, it wasn't big enough. Oh my, it wasn't big enough for what you bring to the table. And so I need you to understand that that rejection is the thing that is going to force you to get better. You should have the goal of getting better every single day. Like who you were last week shouldn't even be who you are today. Like every single day, you need to focus on getting better. The third thing I do is I review the data, not the drama. So I'm not going to be ruminating. I'm not going to be tearing myself down. I'm not going to be looking at it from a negative perspective, but I'm going to be looking at it from what can I learn from this? Was the timing off, right? Was I not a good fit for what they were looking for? Some people, they don't want the passionate person. They want somebody dry, right? I'm a speaker. Some people are like, she's too much, and it's okay. I'm not for everyone. I have to remind myself that I am not for everyone. Everyone is not going to say yes, and that is okay. I also have to ask myself, did I do a good enough job of demonstrating the value that I provide? Because I know I know I add value. Like I know I'm a great speaker. I know I'm a great coach. I know that. I don't need anybody to tell me that. I'm not looking for somebody to come in and say, oh yes, she's like, no, I know that. But I have to look for patterns. Okay, how can I improve my pitch the next time? And so don't look for the patterns that say you're not enough or you're not good enough, but look for how can I keep getting better. And then what I do is I make sure that I redirect my energy as quickly as I possibly can, right? So the worst thing that you can do after a rejection, after a disappointment is like go into a state of discouragement. Because when you are discouraged, your energy dips. You become sad. You're not as creative. You move slower. Your confidence is down. You're not as optimistic. And so one of the things you want to do is you want to feel it, let it out. Like you might have to give yourself a couple of hours. But for me, 24 hours is the longest that I'm going to sit in that thing. And honestly, I don't even ever give myself that much time. It's like now I may find a way to shift my energy and then it might cross my mind again within that 24-hour period. But I'm not like, I can't stop. I can't stop living. I can't take my foot off the gas because somebody said no, because I applied for something and didn't get it. I can't take my foot off the gas. I can't sink into a state of depression because I have a big mission to fill. And it's not just connected to that one person who said no, right? And so when I hear no, it's like, okay, what's next? Okay, they're lost. That's how I think. Did it hurt? Absolutely. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. Is it going to stop me? Absolutely not. I need you to understand that when you feel that rejection, when you feel that disappointment, when you feel that hurt, like this person lied on me, this person cheated on me, allow yourself to feel that emotion, call it out, but then you got to make a conscious decision to move on. You can't allow your life to stop because of what one person did, right? So redirect your energy. And then the last thing I do is I anchor in my purpose. This is my life work, and nobody can fulfill this thing but me. Like nobody can answer to God but me. I can't put this on somebody else. It's nobody else's responsibility to take care of me, to take care of my family, to make me happy. That's an inside job. That's something that I have to do. That's my responsibility. And so I need you to anchor in your purpose. What is the thing that you have been placed on this earth to do? That's what I need you to focus on. Not who's not supporting you, who's not helping you, who's talking about you, who's gossiping. Like none of that matters. What is your mission? In this season, you have to have a laser focus, and you've got to understand that rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. Rejection means you're in action, you're in motion. And when you're in motion, you're going to win. This is the thing. You're going to win. Somebody is going to say yes. Somebody is going to hire you. Like you just keep putting the value out there. Somebody is going to recognize it, but you got to recognize it first. You can't allow somebody else's opinion of you to become your opinion of yourself. Like if nobody believes, I need you to believe. I need you to keep pursuing, right? Don't put a time limit on it. I remember in year 5, I've been in business over 12 years. And I remember year 5, I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I'd be further along. I was frustrated. I was tired. And I was just looking at all of the effort, the money, the time I put in. But if I had stopped there, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be in the house that I'm in today. I wouldn't be full time in my business. Like there are so many things that I would have allowed to slip away if I had given up in year 5. So listen, I need you to reframe rejection. It is an opportunity for you to develop. Listen, if this has helped you, I want you to share this. share this with someone else. Also, if you feel like you're going in circles, if you're feeling like you're stuck, if you're feeling like, listen, I have these goals, I have this dream, I have this vision, and for some reason it's not working out the way that I thought it would, I want you to go to selfleadershipadvantage.com and schedule a one-time, one-to-one strategy session with me. Listen, your breakthrough is here. It's your time. It's your turn. Let's go.